Hey you, welcome back to the community. I'm Life Coach Kim and welcome to another episode of Living Life with Life Coach Kim. As you can see today, I am in my steam cap here because I am going to be showing you guys how I go back to my natural curly hair. I have been wearing braids for about 3 months or so, maybe a little bit longer, just out of convenience. And I decided yesterday I'm taking my braids out. It's time to go back natural for a little while. And I probably will go back to my braids sometime this summer. But for now, I just thought that this would be a great opportunity to show you how I go from my braids back into my natural curly hairstyle. So this is going to be very interesting because my hair has grown and let's do this together. So stay tuned and let's go ahead and get started. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I will share with you the products that I have used to actually wash my hair. As you can see, my hair has already been washed. I like the Paul Mitchell products. I use the Paul Mitchell Instant Moisture Shampoo. This is really good. It provides excellent cleansing. A little bit goes a long way. So I washed my hair twice. Very well with this Paul Mitchell Instant Moisture Shampoo, and then I went in with the Instant Moisture Conditioner as well. So that is what's on my hair right now. But now I'm actually going to go ahead and put one of the products that I absolutely love. This is the Shea Moisture Intensive Hydration Hair Mask. It has Manuka honey and Mafura oil in it, and this is really, really great because I've been in the braids for like almost maybe 3 months or so, or a little bit more. Getting that moisture back into my hair and kind of giving my curls an opportunity to get a big boost is really important, and the hair mask is really great for doing that. While I was wearing my braids, I made sure to keep my hair moisturized and keeping my scalp oiled and things of that nature. But now it's time to go in and get the moisture and the hydration back into my hair using a hair mask. Now, what I plan to do, today is kind of a beauty day for me, so I'm gonna go and get my nails done as well. And so I just take a good portion here and put it on my hair. And so I plan to just leave this on while I get my nails done. I'm gonna tie my hair up in a scarf and put my cap on and put a scarf on. So I just like to go in with a good amount. It smells really good. It's thick, and get that in there really good. Again, this is a mask for your hair, so it's a little different than the conditioner. This is designed to penetrate deeper than your regular conditioner. So I like to go in, just section it off because my hair is not, long enough where I need to actually do it in sections yet, part it. But I like to go in with the hair mask. So yeah, today is, although it's Monday and I have a lot to do, I have to get my nails done. So I just decided I would get up early, wash my hair, put my mask on, get my cap on, and give it an opportunity to really get a really good intense condition. So this cap that I use is actually designed to hold in a little bit of the natural heat. I haven't put heat on my hair in, it's been well over a year. I cut my hair over a year ago. It was just heat damaged, and as you can see, I have my hair naturally curls, so I really don't need to do that. But my objective, I really wanted that pixie cut. I wanted that style. It's a cute little pixie, and it's just too much work at this point in my life. Too much hair issues or hair steps. It's just way too much. So going natural, staying natural, allowing my hair to just naturally do what it does works well for me. I'm going to go in with a little bit more of this hair mask here just to make sure that it gets good and hydrated. As you can see, there is no order to this. I'm just going in, getting it on there, getting the hair good and saturated. I use a wide tooth comb as well, just to make sure that I distribute the product evenly. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get my nails done today. So I want to take you all along with me on that journey as well, so that you can just kind of spend the day with me as I do just a couple of my necessary beauty routine. All right, so I have the mask on my hair, as you can see. Take a look here and see how it looks. Again, this cap here is designed to retain the heat. Put that on. I'm actually going to tie a scarf around this so that I can go out and get my nails done. So I will come back after I leave the mask on my hair for at least a couple hours while I get my nails done. And then I will come back and show you what products I put in my hair to actually curl my hair. So I'll see you in a bit. So here I am with my little head wrap on, my scarf here. I have my steam cap underneath, and we're gonna let this steam while I get my nails done. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna take you guys along with me to the nail salon. Let's go. Twirl. Good girl. Paw. Good girl. Sit. Sit. There you go. Here you go, baby. Good girl. Mama, baby. All right. All right, it is several hours later. Let me just add that. And I am finally back from getting my nails done. I tried to capture a little bit of footage, but I have been trying the almond shape nail. I think it's pretty classy. I don't like long nails. But yeah, I've been trying this almond shape here, and I got just a little French tip on the end. So I'm really pleased with that. But Listen, it's been a long day already. So listen, let's get into it. I'm going to unwrap my hair. It has been literally probably 5 hours since I saw you guys last. So my hair should be silky, silky, silky smooth and nice and hydrated. So now what I am going to do is I am going to go in and rinse out the mask. And when I come back, we're going to get into the product that I use to actually retain the moisture in the curls. So let's go ahead and get this rinsed out, and I'll be right back. All right, I am back. I have rinsed my hair and I'm just towel drying it with this towel here that I got from Amazon. It's really very nice. It actually works really well in terms of like really squeezing all the water out, and it's not over drying as a normal towel would be. Some people use t-shirts and all sorts of things, but this is a really nice little gadget here that I got off of Amazon. It has the button here, and you can actually, this is how you hook it on your hair. So I just put that on and let it kind of squeeze out all the water without over drying my hair. So my hair is very soft. As you can see, my hair is kind of fine. I don't have thick hair, but it is fine. But yeah, so let's go ahead and work on getting the curl pattern in there. So the first thing that I use and I go in with is this leave-in conditioner by Paul Mitchell. It is the full circle leave-in treatment. So I go in with this. I'm not a fan of how it smells. It doesn't stink, but I don't know, just smells okay, kind of citrusy. So I go in with about that much, and remember I put the mask on my hair so my hair is nice and moisturized. It's really important when you wear natural hair that you lock in the moisture. I'm going to go on with just a little bit more and just kind of rake it through with my fingers. Okay, making sure I go all the way to the end and getting it on my scalp. I know I look kind of crazy on here, but you know, we all learning together, so it's all good. So there we are with a little bit of leave-in conditioner in. The next thing that I am going to go in with is this mousse. This is by OGX, and it is the Locking Coconut Curls Mousse. So because my hair is, I don't know, it's kind of fine, I don't put anything kind of heavy on my hair because then the curl just won't be as defined as I need it to be. So I go in with the mousse, and it is a very creamy mousse. It's not light. It's got a little bit of weight to it. So I go in with that mousse, just rake it through it, and this smells wonderful, by the way. Okay. So we'll get to using my wide tooth comb, but I like to just go in with my fingers and rake it through because my hair is really soft, so I don't have to do any extra manipulating of the hair. So now that I've got my mousse pretty much spread through, I'm gonna put a little bit more in the back here. All right, so as you can see, I can just run my fingers all the way through to the end. And then what I like to do is take my wide tooth comb, just rake all the product that I just put in my hair, make sure I rake it all the way through, all the way around. Now keep in mind, my hair does not really have a shape, but I'm gonna make a shape because I've been in those braids for the last a few months or so, so I really don't have a shape. Now when it was shorter, it was so easy to just go in and just kind of pull the hair and style it and whatever, but now I gotta get a little creative with it. So now I have combed all of the product through my hair. I feel really good with that. Now the next thing that I'm going to go in with is this Aunt Jackie's Don't Shrink Flaxseed Elongating Curl Gel. I use Eco Gel as well, but I like this gel. It smells really good too. So I go in, I get a generous amount to start with. I don't just like to put a lot of product in at one time. I kind of like to work it in. Now some people go through and they section the hair off and they work section by section. My hair is fine. Honestly, I can use my fingers and manipulate the hair the way that I want. So the gel just adds the control, and it actually adds the slip. That's what we call the slip on the hair, so that I can start to define the curls. So what I'm gonna do is just let you guys kind of watch as I start to manipulate the curls and pull it into a style. All right, so Now, as you can see, I have kind of spiral curled all my hair all the way around. And I am going to allow this to air dry. So I'll probably come back tomorrow when you guys see the finished product and how I actually am going to style this. But yeah, this is what it looks like. So let's come back tomorrow and we'll see what this looks like. Hey you guys, so I am back and it is several hours later. As you can see, my hair is dry and the curls are tight here and there. Again, this is the first time that I've worn my hair curly and natural in about 3, almost 4 months. So what I like to do now that my hair is completely dry is, I'm very old school if you don't know. I like to use products that are just tested and tried, and this is one of them. You can't hardly see the bottle, it's kind of squished up, but it's the Soft-fro hair and scalp spray. It has, this is for extra dry hair. It's a comb out conditioner and it has lanolin in it. And for me, it breaks the curl back down, but with moisture and not water, because my goal is I don't want my hair to be wet, but I do want the moisture. So what I do is I go in with it and I get it good and saturated with the Stay Soft-fro. I know some people like to go in with water, but again, my whole objective here was to you know, let my hair dry. And as I'm going in with this, you can see that I did a little bit of that no makeup look. If you didn't see my previous video, this makeup look is one that I use. It's sort of a daily look. You can check out the video there where I do like a small tutorial on how I achieve this no makeup look so that I'm appropriate for the day and my meetings. I do have a meeting today online, a Zoom meeting. So again, so as you can see, I'm spraying here my hair, and you can see there's moisture there without making the hair wet, you know, but it's adding a nice sheen. And the great thing about doing it at this stage is that my scalp is exposed so that I can go ahead and get this on my scalp. So now that I have that, we're gonna go ahead and start to pull the curls apart just a bit and see what we are working with. Like I said, it's been a while. I really enjoy my natural hair, I really do. I wanna cut it short, but I'm getting some opposition from my husband. He's like, don't cut it short. So I'm trying to work with it, and I don't know, it seems like, you know, as we get older, just simple is best, and keeping things really simple. That's why I, you know, one of the reasons why I did the tutorial on the makeup is, you know, how do we keep things really simple without doing too much and making things really complicated and cumbersome. But the good thing is that, you know, once I do this, this will last me, gosh, I can get a good solid week out of my hair. You know, so what I'm doing is I'm just going in and not manipulating the curls too much at this point, but just kind of pulling them apart because I want to maintain, you know, the whole texture and the curl pattern that I have. I want to maintain that. So I'm just separating the curls. So while I'm doing this, I want to talk a little bit about my channel. So you probably can see that my channel is very new. However, I'm not new to this whole concept of, you know, coaching and things of that nature. For those of you who don't know, I am an executive leadership and life coach, and I lead and teach executives on, you know, how to be better. But I do work with individuals in terms of life coaching as well. I've been a life coach for well over 20 years, and it's a very natural way of being. And so, as I indicated in my very first video, you know, I am not just another influencer. I am a social media educator. And I always like to try to educate on my channel. That's one of the objectives of the channel, is to not just try to influence you to do this or that or to make purchases, but to educate you. And so that's what this is really all about. So I'm excited to be here and to you know, be spearheading the whole idea around building a community of women, especially mature women, and I mean women like that's over maybe 50 years old, on how to just have a beautiful life. Most of us have had children, or even if we haven't, we have done a lot in our lives at this point. I need a little more on this particular spot, but most of us have, we've done a lot in our lives. We've had our careers. We have established ourselves in our communities. We are at the point where our children are probably grown or pretty close to being, you know, grown-ups. And so now it's like, what do I do with my life? You know, I've spent all of my 20s and maybe half of my 20s, all of my 30s and 40s, you know, raising kids and catering to others. And so now what do I do? And that's what I want to kind of, you know, promote here on this channel, is the idea that, you know, you've done your job. And, you know, my kids laugh at me on Mother's Day because I'm always full of tears. I'm crying. That day just gets me all messed up because, you know, raising kids and taking care of someone else and being responsible for someone else, that's a heck of a job. You know, I don't care what anyone says. So to have done that and to have done it to the best of your ability, you know, as successfully as you possibly could, and to come out on the other side with your right mind, okay, and your health, you deserve to have a beautiful life. And that's what this channel really is all about, is how do we get that? How do we achieve a beautiful life, a beautiful lifestyle, you know, with fashion and beauty and travel and fitness and love? I'm going to talk about that in an upcoming video. I'm going to talk about, you know, even love. Like, how do we, as a mature woman, you know, attain that beautiful life now that we have done our jobs with our families and loved ones? So yeah, so I encourage you, if you haven't subscribed, to please subscribe, because again, this is just not another YouTube channel where I'm going to be talking about, you know, the latest trends and doing a bunch of hauls. Although that's entertaining, I enjoy those. I have some YouTubers that I love watching, but I do want to cater to the mature woman and making sure that there's a place for us. So join the community, like and subscribe so that you don't get left behind. All right, so I have separated the coils. I'm gonna I don't know what that looks like back there, but you can see that it's kind of well moisturized, and I still have the curl pattern. So what I want to do now is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take just a regular pick. Remember, these are old school techniques that I'm using here. So I had been wearing my hair natural many years ago, before it became like really popular. And so I just learned some of these techniques from like wearing my hair natural back in the day. And so that's why these tried and true techniques that I'm using and products and things that I'm using they just work. So what I'm doing is I'm just going in and I'm just lifting it. I don't want to break up the curl pattern too much, so I'm just lifting it off of my scalp to give me just a little bit of volume. And my objective, really what I'm trying to achieve over time, is I want that big curly hair. That's what I want. So what I'm going to do now is, now that we have lifted the hair a bit, I'm just going to use my hands and my fingers to try to shape it. Remember, I told you I have been wearing my braids. I don't have a shape and I don't want to cut it. So I'm being very strategic around how I'm styling my hair. So now I'm going in with my, this is my edge control here. And it's by EBIN. It's Extra Firm Hold 24-Hour Edge Tamer. So I'm just going in and kind of smoothing the edges out a bit and giving it just a little bit of, just smoothing things out. So let me say this about edges. Edges are so popular. But listen, ladies, we don't have baby hair at our age. And so when you work with your edges, I know some of the styles calls for these big, I don't even know what you call it, just kind of pulling your hair down onto your face. Don't do that. we are too mature, and that's not a classy look. We want to have a clean, classic look. Effortless is what we want to look like. We want to look like we didn't even try to be beautiful. So stay away from that trend. So what I do is I'm putting a little small part here. I put a little edge control in there to help define my part so that it will stay. Okay. All right, and I'm just gonna keep working with it. So what I will do is, as I'm trying to smooth out my edges here, I'll kind of shape them and, you know, kind of pull it and make it go where I want it to go, to frame my face, you know, so that I don't have just a bare edge, but more of a edge that is kind of, you know, framing my face. That's the whole idea around this here, is to frame my face. Then I'm gonna go back in and shape it a little bit. So as you can see here, we're getting somewhere. I do not have a style. There's no shape to my hair. I'm gonna go in and just kind of pull on it a little bit. Bring it a little more. Okay. And again, this Soft-fro is just such a great moisturizer, you know, without interrupting the curl pattern. I think I'm just going with it. Let me grab my brush. I am just going with it. One. Take my brush and kind of brush my edge here. Let's see what this looks like. Pull it behind my ear. And I'm gonna clean up all this oil that's on my face here. Again, I did this makeup look in another video if you're interested in seeing what I did. And you know, I don't want to give the impression here on this video that, you know, skin is perfect, everything's perfect. No, gotta work on it, you know, and that's what this is about, is working on it. So let me see, I wanna kind of pull the curl back into this area. So as you can see, I can just pull it and that curl just pops back in there because I really haven't disturbed the curl so much with water or anything. So the curl is actually still there. I want to keep that. So, all right. Okay. So now we got a little bit of, just gonna use my fingers to kind of rake it. See if I can make a shape. The good thing about a natural hairdo in the summer is, you know, the heat. As women of a certain age, we know about some heat, okay? You know, getting hot and feeling that heat is not something that we can really tolerate. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit of gel on the edge here, make it a little silky. Okay. Right. So I am going to go ahead and shake this all up off camera, and I'll be right back to show you the finished product. All right, so this is how we ended up. I am okay with it. My goal is to, as I mentioned earlier, is to get to a bigger, curlier hair over time. I will be going back to my braids in a few weeks, but this is just to give my hair a break and a breather, and to change it up just a little bit. But I hope that you all enjoyed this video. And the very last thing we need to do is we need to add a fragrance for the day. And this is Versace Bright Crystals. This is such a beautiful perfume. I've had this one for some years here, and it has a very feminine, sweet, soft smell. This is great for a summer day. So again, I hope that you all have enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.